Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory. And it just finished. Well, they're still talking about it now, but yeah, it just finished at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Big win this, very big win. It's a win I wasn't expecting. I went into this game not confident at all, as you probably saw from my my preview earlier on this week. I wasn't confident going into this game because I just felt it was going to be a carbon copy of the Newcastle and Man United games in the Carabao Cup and FA Cup respectively. I was just really worried that we'd play okay or we'd play reasonably well, but we wouldn't finish our chances. And it was the complete opposite of that. We probably should have won by more, to be honest, but we did create chances and we managed to put 2 of them in the back of the net, one of which was again from open play. So in general, a good performance. It was the reaction I think that the team needed to give after everything that's happened over the last week, losing to Newcastle, all but out of the Carabao Cup, knocked out of the FA Cup against Man United when we probably should have won that game. We should have had that game wrapped up, especially after they went down to 10 men. All the news about the abuse that Kai Havertz and his partner got on social media, which is unbelievable. And I was really pleased to see Arteta say what he said about that, because this is a problem I had. I actually had a very short conversation with somebody on X about this, that there are a lot of fans out there that tend to overreact and tend to do this just for attention or just for clicks and views. They tend to go apeshit, but then when we're doing well, it's like, well, they're also the ones that are probably just as act just as deluded when we win. But yeah, you shouldn't, regardless of how you feel about the team's performance, you should not be going and abusing players or their families or anything like that. Like, that's just ridiculous. That's just taking it way too far. After all of that, and the fact that it was Spurs, it was just the performance that we needed. And also, in the context of the league, obviously Liverpool drew with Nottingham Forest yesterday at the City Ground. We were in a position where we could take advantage of that, of them dropping points. We've now done that for the first time this season. We are now 4 points behind them until they play on Sunday. I think they play next. I never know what the next fixtures are. So they play on they play on the same day as us. They play in the 3:00 kickoff, Brentford away, which isn't an easy game. But yeah, like, if Brentford could get something out of that and we manage to beat Villa, we're then, let's say they get another draw, they would be on 48. And if we beat Villa, we'd go to 47. So we'd be within a point behind them, which would be crazy. But I can't see Brentford getting anything from them, unfortunately. So yeah, starting lineup was fine. I didn't really have a problem with it. It was Raya in goal, Timber, Gabriel Saliba, Lewis Skelly. The midfield 3 was Partey, Ødegaard, Rice, and then up front was Sterling, Havertz, Trossard. And a few standout players. I thought Declan Rice was absolutely immense today. I thought he was one of the best players on the pitch, along with Miles Lewis Skelly. Miles Lewis Skelly was also unbelievable. Like, you can tell, I can imagine that he put in this performance because it was his North London derby debut, and obviously he's a Hale End kid, so he's obviously going to put in this performance against Spurs. Spurs did well, to be fair to them. I think first half we should have been out of sight, but second half, Ange gambled and basically went full on attacking, took off most of his defensive players and put on people like Maddison and Brennan Johnson and people like that, and really went for it. And in the second half, they had a few near misses and stuff like that, but they weren't really they weren't really that threatening. Even the goal they got was sort of against the run of play, and it was sort of it was from a deflection, shot from Son, and a deflection. Sort of 5-6 minutes after that, we get a corner, and as usual, he's becoming inevitable that Gabriel comes at the back post, heads the ball, comes off Dominic Solanke, and then 4 minutes after that, we Trossard breaks, Partey puts the ball into Trossard breaks, takes a shot, and the keeper probably should do better for Spurs. It's that new guy, Kinski. But yeah, 2-1 up. And yeah, in all honesty, we could have got more. We could have absolutely destroyed them today. But yeah, like it's a big result. We really needed that. Not only just for the 3 points to close that gap on Liverpool, at least for another 48 hours, but also or another 24 hours. We also needed it in the context of everything else that's happened this week. We needed to get that result, and I'm almost resigned to say that was probably one of the best performances of the season so far. I think that and the performance in the Champions League against Sporting, I think were the two of the games I've seen. This has probably been one of the best performances of the season. And even still, there'll probably be criticism because we didn't beat them 3-4. So yeah, all in all, pretty good. We've just got to build on it now. It's all well and good beating Spurs and doing the double over them and all that sort of stuff. On the face of it, it will look like a very, very close game. But yeah, you have to follow that up by another win against Villa. And yeah, let's just see if Brentford can do something. Even if Brentford do something, we've got to do our job after that. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I'll be back again tomorrow, I think. I think I'll be back again tomorrow or Friday with the preview for Aston Villa. I keep thinking today's Thursday. It's Wednesday today, isn't it? Yeah, so it is 48 hours between now and the next fixtures. But yeah, I'll be back again probably Friday, in all honesty, with the preview for Aston Villa. So until then, as always, like and subscribe and take care and stay safe.